Hey everybody, Coach Mark here. Quick housekeeping thing. I've decided to update the title of this podcast to match not only my Substack blog, but also really to match more about who I am. So this podcast is now called The Art of Transformation. I have a background as an artist. I'm an award-winning painter, and I'm also a professional and certified coach. So there's the art, there's the transformation. When I work with people doing life design for creatives and career design, that is what we're doing. We're transforming ourselves to be our ideal selves and to live the lives that we want. So in today's podcast, I wanted to share something you've probably read about. If you're following me, I'm sure that you've heard about the importance of routines. But I'm going to share the 3 things that I find to be the most important, and I'll share how I do them, and then you can figure out how to do them yourself. So the morning routine, I think Tim Ferriss said, if you win the morning, you win the day. And I think we all understand the importance of starting the day off right. If we start the day off without a great routine, or if we're just reacting, or if we're picking up our phone and getting stuck into social media, all that dopamine reduction that we get, then we're kind of screwed up for the day. We didn't start it right, and we're already fighting off negative feelings or feelings of comparison, that kind of thing. So the 3 things that I look for in a morning routine are mental clarity, physical clarity, and some sense of achievement. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to go and take on a big project every morning. It can be small, and they should be small. And you can also build from there. So, for example, physical clarity. You don't necessarily want to say, okay, I'm going to go to the gym for 2 hours every morning, especially if you've been starting from zero. You might start with just doing some stretches, literally just some stretches in the bathroom before you take your shower. That might be your routine. But let me tell you about my routine, and you can extrapolate from there. So my routine, mental clarity. I try not to. I'm not always perfect. Nobody's perfect, and it's okay to fail. But my goal with my morning routine is to not look at my phone for the first 30 minutes. I make sure that I'm not getting sucked into the comparison game online. I'm not getting sucked into emergencies that are in my email, social media. I will briefly look and see if there's anything from my immediate family, from my wife, if there's something I'm supposed to be doing in the morning. But other than that, I try to keep the phone in my pocket. So that's my mental clarity. The physical clarity, I have a routine, and I stack these habits together. So I have to take my daughter to school. Right near her school is my jiu-jitsu gym, and there's a class every morning. So my routine is to wear my jiu-jitsu gear out of the house. If I drop my daughter off at school, I'm already in my jiu-jitsu gear. There's a very low chance of me not going. If I have to come home and then actually get up and leave again, I'm really setting myself up for failure. The other thing about the jiu-jitsu practice that I have is that I didn't always do it every morning. For a little while, I was doing it once a week. And before that, I was doing stretches in the morning. So I built up from something small. The reason I go every day is that I've been doing it for a while, and it's now become easy, and I've actually been adding more and more because I've got a foundation of a strong habit. So my routine for mental clarity is no screens for 30 minutes. 60 minutes if you can do it. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to get up and not pull open the social media, see if there's any messages, anything funny, reels, all that stuff. But just try it. As for physical clarity, it's up to you. For me, I started small with some light workouts, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And when I started going to jiu-jitsu, I began to love it so much, and it became easy to add. Now, what about achievement? Well, for me, when I get to jiu-jitsu, I'm usually there about 30 minutes or 40 minutes before the class opens. So I'm in my car, I'm on my phone, and for example, this morning, I said, well, what can I do that would feel like progress on one of my projects? Something small. So I recorded a short video, which was an idea for this video. It was a rough pass, it was just me talking through ideas, but the reason that you're getting this video today is that I have that sense of achievement from taking my notes earlier. Now, you might want to do other things. Maybe I used to do a drawing every morning. You could do sketches. You can take notes. You can do your morning pages. Ideally, this achievement takes less than 30 minutes. You don't want to have it go all the way through your day and suddenly, you've gotten one thing done in the day. There's lots of research on that, and it's not the worst thing. But if I can get all of these things done in the first hour or 2 of my day, I've got mental clarity, I've got physical clarity, and I've got a sense of achievement. That's going to take me through the day. Now, if I feel like I'm somebody with mental, physical clarity and I've gotten something done, I'm carrying that identity throughout the day. And so all of the things that I've been putting off or delaying on, they become easier for me because I believe more in myself. I want to say one more thing about jujitsu. In the first rule of Jujitsu Club, always talk about Jujitsu Club. One thing that jujitsu, it's also a little bit mental clarity for me, because when I'm in there and I'm focused on what the professor is teaching us and what my partners are teaching me and what I'm trying to learn and practice, I find that I don't think about anything else. And to be fair, if somebody's trying to choke you or break your arm and you're thinking about something else, it's probably not the best environment. But I love it, and I love it because of the mental clarity and the physical clarity. And also, even just with that one activity, there's a sense of achievement. So by about 10:30 in the morning, when I start my day, I've gotten some space for myself to think in the morning without screens. I've gotten at least one thing done in the car while I'm waiting for jujitsu. And then I've got my physical practice. So I have a huge sense of achievement. I have a huge sense of mental clarity. And again, the reason that you're getting this video is because I did that this morning. So what's your routine? How can you get a little bit of mental clarity, a little bit of physical clarity, and a little bit of achievement? If you want, if it's hard, if you've got a really busy morning, see if you can do those 3 things just inside 15 minutes. Maybe you spend those 15 minutes off the phone and you do some stretches. And there's your mental, physical, and maybe your achievement just for the day, just getting that done. Start small and build from there. So that's it for today's Art of Transformation. I hope these tips are valuable for you. I will see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.